Greetings, boys and girls. It is now time for math. We're having fun learning math today. Math today is fun. We learn from our success. We learn from everyone. We're having fun learning math today. Math today is fun. We learn from our success. We learn from everyone. We're learning to think. Think today. Thinking today is fun. Thinking helps us solve problems. Solving problems helps everyone. We're learning to think. Think today. Thinking today is fun. Thinking helps us solve problems. Solving problems helps everyone. Girls, can you help me read our learning target today? I can use strategies to help me solve word problems about money. Great job, boys and girls. Today, we're going to be solving word problems using bills, not coins. I want you to remember our part total drawing that we use to solve word problems, or at least some of our word problems. Remember, sometimes a word problem gives us the total amount, and then they might give us one of the parts of that total amount. Remember, when you cut an apple in half, you have two parts. If I tell you how much one part is worth, and you don't know how much the other part is worth, but you know how much the total is worth, remember, cutting apart means to take it apart, to take away something, or to subtract. All you have to do is subtract the part from the total. So let's try a word problem now. Can you read it with me? Sandy saved a total of $73 in May and June. Boys and girls, what are some of the key words that we need to underline? That's right, total, $73. And you can also underline May and June. Let's go ahead and draw our box. Remember, we're going to cut that box in half, and the top box will be cut in half again. Remember, this is part, just like the part of an apple that's cut in half. This is the other part, just like our other part or half of an apple. And the box at the bottom that is not cut in half is the total, just like our total apple here, which is not cut in half. So the first sentence says, Sandy saved a total of $73 in May and June. So our number 73 needs to be in the box that says total. Very good. Please help me read the next sentence. If she saved $24 in May, how much did she save in June? Okay, so we know part of that total is $24. So underline $24 in May. And we can write 24 right here. And the letter M can stand for May. How much did she save in June? Boys and girls, did they give us a number amount for June? No, the problem did not. So what do we write in place of a number when we don't know the number amount? That's right, a question mark. And if you'd like, you can write a J for June. Now, boys and girls, can you remember how we figure out what the question mark number will be? We know the total amount, and we know one of the parts. How can we figure out the other part? Well, if we know the total amount, and part of that total was cut away or taken away, what do we need to do? That's right, we need to subtract, because to take away means to subtract. So if we subtract 24 from 73, or we could say 73 minus 24, then we'll know what the other part of the problem will be. Now remember, when we subtract, the strategy that works best for us in our classroom is a number line. Remember, we start at the smaller number and count up to the larger number. I hope you have your pencil and paper and you're following along with me. Okay, is 24 a friendly number? Is the ones place number a 5 or a 0? No, it's a 4. So 24 is not a friendly number. So what does that mean, boys and girls? What should we skip jump to? That's right. We just need to add 1. Just make a ones place jump. So 24 plus 1 is, you got it, 25. Very good. And if you get confused about your skip jumps, remember you can always draw the first number 24 using your base 10 blocks. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we added another jump. That made it 25. Now 25 is a friendly number. So since it ends in 5, let's make a 5's jump. Plus 5 more. So when you're counting by 5s, what's after 25? That's right, 30. And if you're not sure about that, remember you can always add 5 more X's to your base 10 drawing. And as you can see, now we have 10 X's, so we can circle them, cross them out, take them to the bank, and exchange it for a tens rod. And there's our 30. Now 30 is a friendly number as well because it ends in 0. And since it ends in 0, and the number 10 ends in 0 also, let's make a tens jump because we have to get all the way to 73. So plus 10. Let's add a tens rod to our drawing. What's our new number? That's right, it's 40. Very good. Let's make another tens jump because 40 is a friendly number. And we can add a tens rod to our picture. And our new number is, that's right, 50. Let's make another tens jump. Are you following along with me? Good job, boys and girls. Add another tens rod to our drawing, and our new number is 60. Very good. Let's make another tens jump. Add a tens rod to our drawing, and now we have 70. Now we need to still continue because we have to get up to 73. So I'm going to make my number line just a little bit longer. If you need to do the same, go ahead. And for those last 3 numbers, I'm just going to jump a 3. Now let's add 3 base 10 blocks to our drawing. So 73 is our final number. Great job, boys and girls. But we're not finished yet. Remember, we must count the skip jumps at the top of the number line to figure out what the missing number is. Remember, we always start counting using the larger numbers first. So let's count our tens. Can you help me? 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Boys and girls, our missing number is 49. Great job, boys and girls. Now, can you help me explain how we figured out the answer? First, let's turn our question into an answer. How much did she save in June? We can say Sandy saved $49 in June. Don't forget that $sign. Okay, what did we do first? First, comma, I subtracted 73 and 24. And let's add in those dollar signs. $73 and $24. Great job, boys and girls. And we can also say we subtracted using a number line. And then we need to talk about how we knew to subtract. So, using a number line. Sandy saved $49 in June. First, I subtracted 73 and 24 using a number line. I subtracted, comma, because I knew the total amount that she saved in May and June, and I knew how much money she saved in May. We can also talk about how we subtracted by counting up. Last, I subtracted using a number line and counting up from $24 to $73. Great job, boys and girls. Now it's time for you to solve a problem on your own. Get your pencil and paper together. Pause the video, read the problem, draw it out, and explain. Then, when you're finished, unpause the video and see if your answer is correct. Have fun! Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Let's see. You should have underlined Braulio saved a total of $45 in July and August. If he saved $19 in August, how much did he save in July? Boys and girls, total of $45. Your $45 should be in your total box. He saved $19 in August. That's part of the total. So let's put it in the first part box. How much did he save in July? That's the other part. We do not have a number, so you should have a question mark. Hopefully you knew to subtract, because if you know the total amount and you know one of the parts, that means it was taken away or subtracted from 45. So you must subtract these two numbers to find out what the other part of the problem is. If you subtract it, hopefully you used a number line, counting up to subtract from 19 to 45. Remember, 19 is not a friendly number, so you should have skipped count 1 to get to 20, which is a friendly number. skip count a 10 to get a 30, another 10 to get a 40, and we have to stop at 45, so the last jump is just a jump of 5. Finally, you should have circled the numbers at the top, counted your total, 10, 20, 25, 26, and your answer should be $26. Now, let's look and see what you should have written. Now, boys and girls, remember, if you don't have exactly what I have, it's okay. Just as long as you talked about how much Braulio saved in July, you talked about you subtracted using a number line, and you talked about how you knew to subtract. So I wrote, Braulio saved $26 in July. First, I subtracted $45 and $19. I subtracted because I knew the total amount that he saved in August and July, and I knew how much money he saved in August. Last, I subtracted using a number line by counting up from 19 to 45. If your answer was correct, pat yourself on the back. Now it's time for you to continue practicing with money. Please go to your math workbook, volume 2, pages 483 to 518. Please solve the problems on 1 or 2 of those pages. Then continue to have fun with math today by logging into either MobyMax or Freckle. Remember, your parents have a link to this, or you can find a link on my blog. And your password and username is also on my blog, or you can use the back of your homework folder. Have fun learning!